Next to Diane Sawyer's exclusive interview with former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton making headlines tonight. Diane asking about medical issues after Republican strategist Karl Rove suggested she may have suffered traumatic brain damage after a fall in 2012.
How is your health?
It's very good, thank you.
How serious was it?
It was, I think a serious concussion.
But the clot, in addition, if the
Yes.
clot had dislodged.
Well, can I tell you, that was a scary point.
You had trouble with vision.
I had, because of the force of the fall, I had double vision for a short period of time, and I had some dizziness.
Did you have trouble talking?
No, I had no problems. The only thing I had,
headaches?
No, I didn't have any of that. I felt fine, and I felt it was kind of silly that I was supposed to stay in bed. I ran into Congressman Paul Ryan at the inauguration last year, and I had read he was this great athlete. And I said, Congressman, did you ever have a concussion? He goes, oh, yes. He said, I had several, I think 3, and the last one was serious, but my mother was smart enough to make me stay in. Because what happens to athletes, soldiers, young people in car accidents, all the reasons why people get concussions, is they kind of shake it off. And I felt like, I can get back up, I can go to work. And the doctor said, no, you're going to stay and rest because then you will have a complete recovery. So fast forward, I go home for Christmas, go to New York for Christmas, and I want to go back to work. And so my doctor say, okay, let's just do an MRI to make sure that everything's healing as we think it is. So here's what they say. They say, the good news is the concussion is totally resolving. Like we told you, it's going to be fine. The bad news is you've developed a clot behind your right ear, and you must immediately go to the hospital because we have to immediately put you on blood thinners.
Because you'd had a clot in your right leg
I
before
had.
when you were traveling.
I
Are they
had.
related?
Yes.
So blood thinners now?
Blood thinners, yeah.
For life?
Probably, but I don't mind because I don't ever want to have to go through that again.
So no lingering effects?
No lingering effects.
Of any kind?
No, nope.
So you would release your medical records if you ran for president?
I would do what other candidates have done, absolutely.
And what would you like to say to Karl Rove about your brain?
That I know he was called Bush's brain in one of the books written about him, and I wish him well.
We'll have more from the interview on This Week with George Stephanopoulos in the morning. And you can watch the entire interview, Diane Sawyer with Hillary Clinton, Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. Nothing off the table. Her marriage, her plan for 2016, and when we'll all know whether she's going to run. A look inside Clinton's life we have not seen before. On the eve of her new book, Hard Choices, that primetime special Monday night.